There are many who ask two big questions about a healthier lifestyle that involve two main parts of society. Those relate to healthier options at fast food restaurants and active video games such as the Wii and Kinect for Xbox. First, are the fast food options really a healthier option for meals? For the pop drinkers out there, are diet drink alternatives really better for you?
She'll probably be better at giving you a true, I know what I feel, but she'll be able to give you the real definition.
So one of the things that I didn't introduce myself as, I'm also a registered dietitian on top of my role at Healthy Armstrong. So at fast food restaurants, they are working to make better options. Still the recommendations for visiting fast food restaurants and restaurants in general is, once or twice a week. Again, if your family visits 7 times, 5 is an improvement. The options have improved, if you make the choice to select them. Still, most products and most things that are available are large sizes and also tend to be deep fried or fried and very high in fat and salt. So avoiding as much as possible those. Alternative sweeteners and diet sodas on top of regular sodas can be a great alternative. As a dietitian, I continue to push just plain old water and drink as much water as you can. But when you're looking for a sweet beverage, it definitely can be an option to choose a diet over a regular soda. It will be no calories. There's no research stating that they are unfit to drink or they wouldn't be on the shelves. You can definitely utilize them. But as with everything in nutrition, all things in moderation, along with the diet as well as regular sodas.
Secondly, with the gaming now, do you think the Wii and the Xbox Kinect are better alternatives than the regular handheld ones?
I think absolutely. They're moving their whole body a lot of times, although I have seen kids bowling from the seated position. So if you're using them correctly, I think that you can, in fact, benefit from using these exergaming games.
Do you think that this is actually a good source of exercise too?
I think it's a start. I think, playing these games for real, going outside and playing basketball, I think you're moving more, but I think that it is a better option than sitting and just using a handheld device.
We've talked in the past about the healthy recipe of the week. What's the idea behind this and where can people find information on it?
The Healthy Recipe of the Week campaign was to bring simple, healthy recipes for families to prepare at home. Initially, they were available in paper form throughout the county at different grocery stores and different places. Now, with technology and things, most people don't look for paper recipes, they do more online. So we have cut back that program, and the recipes all are available from the very beginning up till now on our website at www.healthyarmstrong.com. But I do want to emphasize that they're all simple ingredients and generally simple preparations. So if your family isn't into, spending all day cooking, there are some great options there that are also nutritious. So all the recipes were hand selected with dietitians. So they tend to be very nutritious and some really delicious ones. I know Devin has used some at her home, and I have as well.
I'm sure that the goals change from year to year. So what are the goals that you have this year for the district and the county?
I think the goals for the district are to just pretty much keep our kids active more. We want to provide as much opportunity as we can. I know in the elementary schools, our goals have really been targeting activity outside of the gymnasium. We're trying to, integrate fitness into the regular classroom. So math class, having math activities that integrate physical activity, not only to make learning more fun, but to keep the kids moving during a time that they typically would just be seated. So our goals really are to increase those kid minutes, get our kids moving more, and also increase, the nutritious knowledge behind our kids. We want them to understand what makes meals healthy, what makes a food a go food, which is a food that you could eat more often, what makes it a slow food, which is not so often, and what's a woe food, what you should not eat as often.
On the county as a whole, we're definitely looking more at the pre-K population, or kids up to the age of 5. So we've been working with a new committee on top of our regular Healthy Armstrong steering committee, with some key people involved with those students, the Head Start, people involved with Head Start and early learning, and trying to find how we reach that population. It has been a real challenge because we have quite a candid audience at the schools. We can talk with the students, we can become very active with them. Before they enter kindergarten, kids are kind of sprout out everywhere, from Head Start to at grandparents' houses, at home with their parents, and lots of different people that need to be involved. Also, the students or the children in themselves can be educated to some degree, but a lot of the food choices are not made by those children. It's more made by their parents. So our focus is more with parents, with that group of individuals.
All right, we're going to take one more short break, and we'll be right back with Armstrong School District's Education Today.
All your professors, all of them, they know that all it takes is one dreamer with passion, one person, and they hope in each of you that you might be that one who makes a longer lasting light bulb, who writes music for the ages, who reaches into the mind and discovers a new star, and who can change the world of a fifth grader. We're gathered here to hope in you.
Hello, I'm Cindy McCrae, Director of Arc Manor Addiction Recovery Center. Arc Manor is committed to confidential quality services 24 hours a day, including fully licensed residential, partial hospital, and outpatient treatment programs. With 39 years of experience in addiction treatment, Arc Manor puts an emphasis on the needs of special populations including women, co-occurring disorders, and adolescents. For more information, call 724-548-7607 or 800-323-1333. Brought to you by the Armstrong Indiana Drug-Free Communities Coalition.
It's hard to explain. It just became home. There are hundreds of majors and programs, bachelor's degrees to PhDs, small classes and faculty that really get to know you. Amazing internships and everywhere, programs that help to find a job that is right for you. It's what IUP is about, a commitment to your success. See it for yourself. Visit us, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Find your success.
Vince Mercuri, Executive Director of The Open Door. Worried, scared, confused, not sure where to turn for help? The Open Door, a behavioral health organization, has a full range of addiction counseling services and mental health crisis intervention services which may be able to help. Call 724-465-2605 or 1-877-333-2470. The Open Door, steps towards hope, courage, and recovery. Brought to you by the Armstrong Indiana Drug-Free Communities Coalition.
And we are back with Education Today. We have been speaking with Mrs. Devin Lorigan, ASD's Health and Wellness Coordinator, about grants that have helped to make our district students more physically fit and live a healthier lifestyle. But now I want to change the courses here for a little bit and talk about another recognition that Mrs. Lorigan recently achieved. How long have you now been working both as a teacher and then as the district's wellness coordinator?
This is my 13th year of teaching, and I have been working as the wellness coordinator. Oh, I haven't even been keeping track. I'm going to have to say this is probably my 5th year as the wellness coordinator. I don't even remember when I started in this position. I think it's been 5 years, maybe 4 years.
I just wanted to give some background on what you've been doing. Last year we talked about your recognition of receiving the Golden Apple Award. This year you were recently published in a national publication. Can you tell us about that?
The Golden Apple Award was really exciting. It was something I certainly had never thought that I would receive, and it feels good that other people think that I'm doing a good job in my field. The national recognition, I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to have to say that might be the story on our new walking, or not walking sticks, but our story walk trails, the health and fitness story walk trails. And that story just came out, and it went to some sort of national publication in the nurses. I don't even know if Trish knows this because it just happened last week. So it's something very exciting. You know, it's an idea that I had thought about, and I thought that it existed, that there were story walk trails out there, and there were in fact things that the libraries were doing, that they had like tomato stakes, and they had stapled storybook page to that, and then the families would walk along a trail and read those. And I thought, wow, that's an awesome idea. So I had thought about the story walk trails, adding a fitness component to them as well. The walking is also fitness with it, but I also added a fitness behind each of the storybook pages. So it's a really neat idea. We're really excited to kick this off at the schools, and I'm excited that everybody's really excited about it.
How did this publication come about, understanding what you've been doing for the district?
You know, I'm not really sure. I don't even know. I know that we did have an article that came with from the Leader Times. They did an article. They thought, wow, this is really cool. It went out there, and then it seemed to have just blossomed from there.
You've seen a lot of recognition over the last several years. Is there anything about this particular achievement that stands out?
Not really. I kind of step back. I feel awkward when people kind of recognize me for things, but it's just really exciting. I think that our district's moving in such a great direction, and this idea is just one more way to integrate this fitness activity into regular teaching. And I think, you know, for some kids, reading's not fun. So I think if we add the fitness aspect to the reading, that maybe they'll even enjoy it a little more. So I think it's going to help everybody out.
I think it goes the opposite way too. Students who enjoy reading but might not enjoy fitness may enjoy it back the other way.
Exactly.
I think anyone who's been watching can easily understand why you've been recognized in so many ways for your tireless work. But let's talk about some of the changes that you've brought into the district.
Yeah, you know what, the physical activity or physical education classes as a whole have really changed a lot, and I think our teachers have changed the way that we're teaching as far as the physical education portion and the health portion. Everything we do is really aimed on lifestyle fitness and nutrition choices. So I think as a whole, that is one of our huge changes district-wide. I really commend the district as a whole and our PE teachers, health teachers, as well as the regular education teachers for all coming together to make this initiative a better thing for the district.
Is there anything new coming up that you've been working on?
Well, something new that I really haven't highlighted much, it's in the elementary schools we've also received climbing walls. So that's kind of new, something I haven't talked about. Lenape Elementary and Dayton Elementary just got theirs about a couple weeks ago. So theirs are really new. West Hills Primary School, Elderton, and Shannock Valley Elementary got theirs at the end of the school year last year. And then these walking trails that are coming are really new. And I have to also commend Katanning High School, their, I don't even know what to call it, their woodshop department. They assisted in helping manufacture our story walk posts. So they did an awesome job. We came up with this prototype and they went with it, and they are actually going to be installing them at West Hills Primary on Tuesday. So the newspaper I know is coming out to take some photos of our kids using them, of the high school kids interacting with our kids, getting them put up. So we're really, really excited about those. But as a whole, this is one of the more exciting things I think that the district's getting are these story walk trails, because they aren't something that exists anywhere. As I said about the story walk trails with the tomato posts and the book page, those are just things that you could use like one time. You go. The ones that we have produced are weather resistant. They can stay outside for, you know, maybe a week at a time. They could stay out longer pending what kind of weather we're looking for. But and they have, you know, the storybook page in the front, and then in the back there's a physical activity. Maybe it'd be 10 jumping jacks. Then they'll walk a little distance and read another page of the storybook. So I'm really excited to see these in action, because as an idea, it seems awesome. It seems really fun for everybody. So I'm hoping that it works just as well as I'm hoping.
Is there anything you guys like to add before we go?
I think that's it. Try to, get out and stay healthy and make some changes for your family if you think that they need some.
Well, that's our show for today. Once again, I think Mrs. Lorigan has shown what hard work can do and has represented the Armstrong School District well. She's a testament to the kind of employees the district is working for. I'd like to thank her for once again taking time out of her busy schedule to talk to us about the district fitness grants, as well as the time spent with us by Tricia Bryce of Healthy Armstrong. Our thanks go to the TV production students of Contaning High School, led by their teacher, Mr. Josh Miklos. They are our film crew today. Please join us again next week for another look at the Armstrong School District. Visit our website for updated information about the district and have a great week.